I'm finally at a place where I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving. It is not because I have it all figured out. It's because I've realized that I don't have to. I serve a God who does. And so I can place my faith and my hope in him. That whatever he's called me to do, he will see me through. He'll open up the doors. He'll light my path. He'll bring the people along to make it happen. I don't have to feel like I have to do it all on my own. And I've realized there's so much adventure in just trusting in God and stepping outside of my comfort zone. I used to think that I had to be 100% sure before I took a step of faith. But really, who's ever 100% sure about anything? I will never be 100% sure about what God has called me to do. But one thing I can be certain about is that God will be with me in the journey. And so that's the season I'm in now. It's just trusting in God. Even like with this YouTube channel, God called me to do this YouTube channel years ago. And I remember when I first started it, I was like, how am I going to get this done? Like, I enjoy talking to people, and that's why I wanted to do it. I enjoy hearing people's stories, and I would be so encouraged and inspired by the stories of others, to the point to where I would say, I want my friends and family to hear these stories. I want them to be encouraged too. And so Becoming with Brittany was born. But how was I going to actually have it come to fruition? Like, what was I going to do to make it happen? Well, it's funny because when I started telling people about it and when I started to make a plan, he brought the people. So my friend Angie, who was a videographer, she came along. She said, I'll shoot it for you. I'll film it for you. And I was like, okay, well, I got that. I got a videographer. She does lighting and sound and everything, right? And then she said, oh, my friend said you can use her home to film these interviews in. So I had like 6 interviews lined up. And she said, you could film it at her home, a beautiful home. And that became the backdrop of the show. Then my aunt, who is amazing, my Aunt Christy, came along and she said, I'll help you produce it. So I'm like, okay, great. My mom and my sister came along, and it's like God brought the people. I didn't have to worry about seeking them out. All I had to do was be obedient, and he brought the resources and the people. And so I am continuing to just, one, remember what he did in the past, but also continuing to take steps of faith, knowing that he will come through. I just have to be obedient. Because really, this is his show. It's not about me. It's all about him, to bring him glory and honor, and to remind people about how faithful and loving and caring that God is, and how he always shows up in our stories. So if I just remember that it's not about me and that he will make it happen, then it helps me to just take the pressure off and just show up. It's amazing what happens when we show up. God always shows up. So who is Brittany becoming? I'm becoming someone who is taking bold steps of faith with confidence, not having to have it all figured out, but trusting in a God who does. I'm becoming someone who is taking steps of faith and trusting in God along the way. I'm becoming the woman that God has created me to be.